I can't remember not being interested in how things work. I looked at something and I saw something, but I wanted to know what was inside of it. And from that, guess what? I started taking things apart. I couldn't put them back together, but I could take them apart. And I know my friends' mothers were excited when I learned how at least to get them halfway back together so they didn't have to. One thing led to another, and my fascination with science and math grew out of this burning desire to understand things better. And you can see it, but now what makes things work? And I started to realize there were some underlying principles of physics and math, and as I took courses, it just became more and more fascinating for me to gain this understanding of how the world works. What I have discovered is that if you understand science and math, you understand a lot more than science and math. You understand the world of logic and reason, and one thing leads to another, and you become a person better able to cope with the complexity of the world. The fundamentals of science and math are so fundamental to being able to be successful in life. I just don't know why everybody isn't as crazy as I am and be excited about science and math and what the Museum of Discovery is doing, creating a spark and imagination is one of the most tremendous things that this institution can do to help people in this part of the world, in this part of Arkansas.
As a computer scientist, I can remember the spark for IT and computer science, and that basically started when my parents bought for me, my first PC, and that was, a black box with 2 slots for 5-inch floppy diskette, and these times we used what's called DOS. That was the magic word, DOS, and it was very stunning to me that I can control this machine by few instructions that will allow it to go from step A to step Z if you know exactly how to do algorithms and you know how to program. And this is exactly when I started. Developing some software pieces very simply using DBase 3+ or Turbo Pascal or COBOL programming languages. And I had my products in my hand, needing nothing but know how to program and how to develop algorithms. And that was basically the spark that helped me to know exactly how to be a computer scientist and allowed me to dream in what type of industry I can do well with those essential tools and the broad array of options that you have when you are a computer scientist. That if you want to be in agriculture, you can be. If you want to be in entertainment industry, you can be. If you want to be in the health, you can be. If you even can be in financial market to do simulation, you can be. So you can be anything as long as you know how to program and you know how to create good algorithms.
I kind of knew that I wanted to be a pediatrician ever since I was a little kid, and didn't really have a special pediatrician or anything like that, but I've always liked science and math and people, and this job gives me the opportunity to kind of blend all that together. I remember liking math a whole lot in grade school because it was always the right answer, and I really liked getting that answer. And I liked science because I liked learning about why things are the way they are and hearing about that. My dad was a scientist and my mom was a nurse, so they pretty much helped me foster my like for math and science. I have a job where I can use both, and lately we have electronic medical records in our office now, so that really has put technology to the forefront of what I do.